Hi, I'm Bill Fitzpatrick. This is the Way of the Action Principles. In a few short months, I'm going to be in my 80th year. Well, old people are reminiscent and they look back and, I did this, I shouldn't have done that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. So you're reflective. Now, I'm reflective, but I'm also happy. I'm happy that when I was, in my early 20s, somebody told me, go out and buy properties and love your tenants. That's made a significant difference in my life, even though I screwed up and had to start over again a few times. I mean, it was it was the real estate that constantly saved my ass from my stupidity. Okay, I mean, the real estate has been good. I'm glad I did it. I pushed myself a little and I did it. I mean, I was a high school teacher. I was a high school teacher and I saved money and I started buying property and that's what I did. And when I was 35, I had enough properties. I was kind of burned out of teaching as I was teaching the court offenders and, I was, 35 and burned out, but I had the real estate. So, I mean, I could get into the real estate. Then I get into all kinds of trouble because because I thought I was this rich guy with the, great ideas, but we'll have time to tell all of those stories. But think of yourself, you say, okay, I'm listening to this guy's, probably, you do your research, come on, you look at the research 10, 20 years ago, you say, what's going to happen in 10 or 20 years, you don't want to be 5 years from now saying, and you're going to be saying, shit, I mean, I wish I had done that back when, back in 2026, 2027, I wish I had done that. I mean, certainly 10 years from now or 20 years, you're going to be thinking, I wish I had done that. I mean, 5 years from now, you could be sitting pretty. I mean, I'm talking about like a slow path to wealth. I mean, there are people who are ambitious people and smart people who could, take these ideas and make them their own and really, supercharge things and, really accomplish a lot, What do we say? Everything passes from old hands to young. There's people who own all the apartment buildings, the office buildings, the shopping malls. I'm talking about buying a couple of condos and be set for life. I mean, but you can take this to the stratosphere. But the main thing is, to get in this and not have those regrets. I can say that I never regretted being in the real estate business. And I'm telling you, you're not going to regret this. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this right. And it's going to be very good for you. And in 5 years, maybe in 3 years, 3 years, you're going to start to say, this is really working for me. 5 years, you're going to be, wow, this is great. In 10 years, you're going to be in Fat City. So, come on. You don't want to be looking back with regrets. You want to be looking forward with optimism to all the things that, I'm not saying the real estate's the beginning and the end. No, the real estate is the means to whatever you really want to do in your life. You really want to, paint. You really want to travel. You really want to get into sport. There's all kinds of things you can do. And if you have the real estate backing behind you, come on, it's a hell of a lot easier. Take what you will, improve yourself, help others.